Welcome to this Wednesday Word of Wisdom. So glad you're joining me today. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. The links are right here for you. Also, if you would rather read this rather than watch, I've got this as a blog, or if you would prefer just to listen in your car or something to that effect, you can also get this as a podcast. You can find it on Spotify, on SoundCloud, on iTunes. So look for Motivation Moments with Michelle. All right. See, so many of us are looking for happiness, but yet we look for that happiness outside of ourselves. You know, kind of the, when I get this, I'll be happy. Or if that person would just ... then I would be happy. If I change my job or my spouse or whatever, then I'll be happy. But happiness is a matter of perspective. And that might sound strange, but the reality is that the level of joy, the level of happiness, the positivity that we experience in our world really directly comes from inside, from what I tell me about my situation, about my circumstances, about my world, so my worldview, right? The belief systems that I have determine what my future is going to look like. When we intentionally slow down, when we remove the noise, when we step out of the chaos and into this present moment, that is when we find joy. That is where we find happiness. It's not out there. It's not beyond me. It's not somebody else doing something or something in my world changing. It is a matter of right here, right now, finding the joy within. You know, they say that all's well that ends well, but yet all's well that begins well too. You know, so how we start or restart sometimes really does determine a lot of those results that we get that are creating some of that internal happiness, right? How we start our day, what we tell ourselves right in those first moments of the day can really direct how we experience that day. But it's what I tell me. Happiness is this inside job. You know, it might also be how we restart, right? Because we might start our day or, you know, start walking through an experience and it's feeling really awful. It's feeling really negative. But right at that moment, I can decide to pick it back up, to start over, to do it right here, right now, not wait till tomorrow, not wait till the beginning of the week, not wait till the beginning of the month or the beginning of the year to change, but start to change things right now. Change my inner perspective right here, right now. I have to choose joy. I have to choose happiness. I have to choose to get my attitude in check. I have to choose to shift right in that moment and decide that things are going to go well. So I might not be able to have had a great start, but you know what? I can change that now and I can have a great end. Sometimes the thing that we need to do is let go, right? Let go of the past, let go of past people, do some forgiveness in that journey and realize that it's not about them. This is about me. This is about me choosing joy, me choosing happiness. Because when I can start to let go, when I can start to forgive myself for my past mistakes, forgive others for having hurt me, let go of my past mistakes, let go of some of those circumstances that have negatively impacted my world, then I can start to release that, have that freedom, and find joy. Find positivity even in those negative circumstances that I might have had to walk through. It is my decisions, not my conditions, that determine my future, that determine the results that I'm getting in my life. And I can choose happiness. That is a decision. I can choose to get my attitude in check. That is a decision. My decisions, my choices. Happiness is an internal job. Thanks for joining me today.
Get your daily dose of motivation on the Motivational Moments with Michelle podcast. In Motivation with Michelle podcast, you'll get encouraging, uplifting, and life-changing wisdom that will transform your world at your fingertips, 24 hours a day. Get a fuller, deeper revelation of the tools you can implement to see incredible transformation in your life from Michelle Neustadter's powerful teachings. Tune in whenever you need to be edified, uplifted, or a dose of motivation, no matter where you are. Subscribe to Motivational Moments with Michelle podcast with Michelle Neustadter today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SoundCloud. Is there so much turmoil in your thinking that it feels like your mind is an actual battleground? You have trouble falling asleep because it just won't shut off? Or you wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep because of all the thoughts? Or maybe you notice that you worry all the time, constantly thinking about the worst case scenario or all of the what ifs that could happen. And probably not getting the results that you would like in life, feeling like something needs to change. Well, that makes sense because how we think determines whether we win or lose in life. In the program Wevolve by Michelle Neustadter, we'll walk you through how to get back in control or maybe get control for the first time of our thoughts, our emotions, and the results we are getting in our lives. If you want tomorrow to be different than today, you are going to have to do something today to make tomorrow different. Otherwise, you don't have a new tomorrow, you simply have a longer today. Don't miss out. Go to extremeexcellence.ca and click Wevolve to get into this revolutionary program. Plus, for a limited time, if you complete this program and give your testimonial, Michelle will even refund you 50% of your enrollment fee. What do you have to lose? Space is limited. Secure your spot today.